Hey guys, it's Kaya here, and I just filmed this tutorial. I have no idea what I'm gonna call it, but I saw this on Pinterest and I figured I would try it out because I really like the color scheme. And I figure spring is coming and it's time for brighter and prettier colors, so I just decided to try this one out. I really actually like the way it turned out, and I think I used all drugstore products in this one. I think I maybe used two high-end products in this one, and those are completely interchangeable for a couple of drugstore products that I have, so I will let you guys know about that in the voiceover. I wanted to say thank you guys so much for staying subscribed and commenting and liking the way that you do. And if you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I will have one right here. And if you're not new, thank you for coming back. But I'll let you guys go ahead and get into the tutorial. Hope you enjoy.
Hey guys, so the first thing that I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be moisturizing my face and my lips. The moisturizer I'm using is Dream Cream from Lush, and I'm using Rose Salve from Bath & Body Works for my lips. Next thing I'm going to be doing is moving on to my eyebrows. I'm going to be filling them in with my NYX Micro Brow Pencil in the color Espresso. And I'm also going to be using a brow powder from Peak Beauty, and that one is called the Natural Stain Brow Powder, and that is in the color Espresso. Next thing I'm going to be doing is cleaning up my brows with concealer. I'm using the LA Girl Pro HD Concealer in Warm Honey to clean everything up, and then I'm going to be using a small tapered brush by BH Cosmetics to blend everything out. Now moving on to my face, the first thing I'm going to be using is NYX's First Base Primer Spray, and I'm going to be spraying that all over my face. And then I'm going to be using LA Girl's Pro Conceal HD Concealer in the color Orange Corrector for color correction. Just putting that all over my dark spots. And I'm going to be using MAC's Prep and Prime Illuminator pen in the color Peach Lustre. And I'm going to be blending that out with my finger. And I'm also going to be using a Real Techniques complexion sponge. The next thing I'm going to be using is NYX's Studio Photogenic HD Primer, and I'm going to be dotting that all over my face with my fingers and then blending that out with the Real Techniques complexion sponge. Next thing I'm going to be doing is moving on to my eyes. The first product I'm using is Urban Decay's Primer Potion in Original, and I'm going to be taking that all over my eye and patting it in with my fingers. The first color I'm going to be using is Nooner from Urban Decay's Naked 3 palette, and I'm going to be using that as my transition color, and I'm just taking that with a blending brush and going back and forth to blend it out softly. The next thing I'm going to be using is NYX's Prismatic Shadows in the color Punk Heart, and I'm going to be taking that with a liner brush and putting that into my crease, winging it out, and I'm also going to be adding it to the outer V of my lid. I'm using a eyeliner brush from Sonia Kashuk, and I'm also using a Real Techniques brush from their metallic collection, and then I'm going to be using a blending brush from BH Cosmetics to blend everything out. The next color I'm going to be using is NYX's Prismatic Shadow in the color Girl Talk, and I'm putting that all over my lid with a flat eyeliner brush from e.l.f. And then on the inner part of my lid, I'm going to be using a pink color from BH Cosmetics Wild Child palette, and the information for that is down below. It doesn't have a name. Then I'm going to be going over them again, and I'm going to be blending out with a blending brush from Sonia Kashuk. I'm going to be taking that flat liner brush again. I'm going to be taking a color from the Eyes on the 60s palette from BH Cosmetics and popping that little bit of purple into my crease to make the color a little bit more vibrant. And then on the inner corners, I'm going to be taking another blue from the Eyes on the 60s palette, and I'm going to be popping that into my inner corner. And then I'm going to be taking NYX's Prismatic Shadow in the color Mermaid, and I'm going to be popping that into my inner corner and dragging it on my lower lash line. I'm also going to be taking another color from the Eyes on the 60s palette and putting it on the middle of my lower lash line, and then I'm going to be taking Punk Heart and I'm going to be putting that on the outer part of my lower lash line to brighten it up. And then I'm going to be taking a flat liner brush from Sonia Kashuk, and I'm going to be using my Wet n Wild cream eyeliner gel, and I'm going to be lining my lids. Next thing I'm going to be doing is moving on to my face, and I'm using a Sonia Kashuk foundation brush, and I'm using Shea Moisture's Weightless Shea Serum foundation in the color Hazel. And because it's a little bit too yellow for my face, I'm going to be warming it up with my Makeup Forever HD Ultra HD foundation in the color 175. And then I'm going to be taking a foundation brush from Sonia Kashuk to blend everything else out. The next thing I'm going to be doing is highlighting. I am taking my fan brush from e.l.f. and I'm going to be using Champagne Pop from Becca Cosmetics, and I'm going to be popping that on the tops of my cheeks, the end of my nose, my forehead, my cupid's bow, and on my chin. Then I'm going to be taking my ColourPop Lippy Stick in the color Westy, and I'm going to be putting that all over my lips as my base color. I'm also going to be taking a NYX Macaron Lippy in the color Rose, and I'm going to be putting that on the inside of my lips. And then I'm going to be lining my lips with NYX's Slim Lip Liner Pencil, and I'm going to be putting that on the outside of my lips to add some definition. And that color is Purple Rain. Then I'm dabbing my lips with my fingers just to blend everything together. And that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching my video. If you have any questions, leave them down below. If you have any suggestions, leave them down below. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe and follow me on my social media, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.